Okay, so there's this other thing. Continuing on with Remembrance of the Cousin. I want to try to get this all in one video. Because yesterday, like, I was talking about something that was pretty significant. And I should have stopped, but I had to make another video because I wasn't done talking about what I was talking about. So, hopefully I'll get all this in one video here. But this is a little explaining. I got a little explaining to do. So this was another time where this was after my family had moved to Wisconsin from Minnesota, but my cousin was still living in Minnesota, so he came over and he was spending the night. So he was visiting and he's spending the night at my place in Wisconsin. And I think it was the time he was talking about. My cousin was talking about uh, he was at he was talking about when he was at another cousin of his on his other side of his family, so not related to me. So in Wisconsin. So I'm pretty sure he was talking about being over at this other place, other person's place, and he said something where I was thinking, like, is he trying to scare me, or does he really believe that this happened? Um, he said he saw something in this other person's basement. I believe he phrased it like he said he saw. My cousin said he saw something with red eyes. He saw something with red eyes in someone's basement. And so I was thinking, that sounds scary, but I don't know if my cousin is telling me the truth here. I think he might be messing with me. He might be just trying to scare me. But I think I didn't want to fall for it, I guess. So I was like, oh, okay. I was probably like, wow, that's scary. But I think I was trying not to dwell on it too much because I didn't want it to bother me. It was bothering him. It was bothering my cousin that he said he saw something with red eyes in the dark in someone's basement, which even now that sounds scary. So I was trying to not let it bother me, but it was bothering my cousin apparently because later when it was time to go to sleep, uh, yeah, my cousin was spending the night. So it was time to go to sleep, and my cousin he was he was sleeping out in the living room. We had a couple couches, and my cousin wanted me to stay out there in the living room with him. I'm pretty sure because he was scared. So I didn't want to. I don't know how much I believed that at the time, but later I was thinking about it. I just didn't want to. I think I was being selfish. I didn't want to stay out in the living room. So I just said, no, I'd rather sleep in my own room, sleep in my own bed. Because for me, I was just thinking, I don't usually sleep out in the living room. I don't want to sleep out in the living room. I want to sleep in my own bed. So I told my cousin, no, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to stay out in the living room with you. So I guess my cousin was still dwelling on the experience he had of seeing something with red eyes in somebody's basement. When I try to like think back to this, like He wasn't. He couldn't have been just messing with me, because like I guess if he was messing with me, like then he just scared himself, or he scared himself for like no reason, like telling someone a scary story that like trying to scare that other person, but then you end up scaring yourself. No, I don't think it was that. I think he really did see something that scared him, but what it was, I don't know. I wish I could I wish I could explain it away. Like, oh, it was just this or it was just that. I don't know for sure. I wasn't there. So if I was there, I might have been scared too. Like, oh, there's something with red eyes in the dark over there. What is that? So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to like think about what could that have been? Something with red eyes. I don't know. Something like there was a red light on something. Some kind of electronic device had a red light on, like a power light maybe. But he said I think it was something with red eyes. So two lights, two red lights of something. I don't know. Like if it was like red eyes. Trying to imagine like what did he see? Like red eyes. Was it an animal of some kind? But why would he have seen, like, were they red glowing eyes? Is that how he said it? Did he see red glowing eyes? That'd be pretty extreme. Kind of hard to believe, but I don't know. I don't know what he saw, my cousin. So I've never been able to make sense of that. It's kind of scary to think about. Maybe because my cousin likes scary movies. Maybe he saw too many scary movies and his imagination just got the better of him. So I don't know what he saw. Like sometimes animals like dogs or cats, uh, like their eyes might appear like they glow a little bit in the dark. I don't know. So I don't know if it was an animal or what. So something that my cousin saw that appeared to be red eyes really scared him apparently. So I didn't keep him company in the living room, which I feel bad about now. I feel pretty bad about it since he died, and I look back on like things I could have times when I could have been nicer to my cousin before he died. And this was definitely one of them. If I Yeah, I regret this. If I had if I could do it over, I would have kept my cousin company out in the living room. Because we had two couches. I could have slept on one couch and he could have slept on the other couch. I guess I was just thinking, well, that'd be weird to sleep out in the living room. I sleep in my bed. When I'm at my place, I sleep in my bed. So I didn't want to sleep out in the living room. Maybe I thought it'd be scary to sleep out in the living room. Like I was more comfortable in my own bed. Yeah, I feel bad about this. I should have kept him company out in the living room. I don't know how scared he was, but I guess scared enough. He didn't want to be by himself out in the dark living room. Like he wasn't like it wasn't his house, so he had less of a familiarity. Uh, since he didn't live at my house, he was not as familiar with it. So later, I don't remember if I found out. No, I think I woke up and my cousin was. I woke up and my cousin was he was laying at the end of my bed, so there couldn't have been much room for him down at the end of the bed, like perpendicular to me. So I'm like laying like normally on my bed, and then my cousin's like this way at the foot of the bed. That's probably pretty uncomfortable for him, but he was scared enough where he didn't want to be out in the dark living room by himself because he was probably thinking about those red eyes that he saw. He didn't know. I guess he was thinking it was like a demon or something. Oh, that's a scary thought. Probably because he saw some movie with some demons in it, and it probably had an influence on him. So that's an interesting memory for me because like it was a moment where my cousin was being he showed weakness, sensitivity, however you want to look at that, could be perceived as a weakness, but I don't really think of it as a weakness, but like just showing like your humanness, that you're capable of being scared of something. And I guess like usually when I think back on my cousin, he didn't, because like I guess because like he would like these scary movies, like he didn't I didn't think of him as someone who could be scared of things, except for this moment right here. So yeah, I think this is the only moment where I remember my cousin being scared of anything. So that's interesting to look back on. Yeah, I definitely feel bad about that. I didn't. There's not too much else to say. I feel bad when I look back on this. I'm sorry that I didn't keep him company out in the living room because he was scared. Because if the roles were reversed, would he have kept company? Would he have kept company to me if I was scared and if I was at his living room? I wonder if like he probably would have done the right thing. The right thing. I think so. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'd like to think so at least. I'd like to think that he would have been the nicer person in that situation. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I just feel bad about how I acted toward him.